Hi, I'm Angela Godwin with Water World Magazine, back with you here on Aquatech TV. We are very excited to have a special surprise guest with us, Ronald Romijn. He is a process engineer with Engie. Engie, yes, I said it correctly. The Rolling Stones. And thank you very much, Ronald, for being with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
So, tell me about Engie. What kind of company is this for people that might not be familiar with it?
Yeah, well, it's a really big company that recently changed its name, so that's why nobody knows it yet.
What was the old name? Everybody knows that probably.
Suez is a name everybody knows, yes. I guess. And well, that combined with Gaz de France a couple of years ago, and recently they decided to make it a more catchy name by calling it Engie. Yeah,
a little more concise, right?
Yeah.
So. What types of, what do you do? You work in the treatment of water and in your industry. What specifically
Well, actually, I'm presenting the part that is producing the gas, and that in the Netherlands, looking at the amount of people that working for Engie is relatively small. But what we do is that we operate around 30 platforms in the Dutch Nort-sea, making us actually the biggest gas producer on the Nort-sea in the Netherlands.
So this is offshore gas production?
Offshore, completely offshore.
So what are some of the major issues? With effluent, I would imagine wastewater is a big deal.
Well, if you produce gas, you also produce water. And common practice for us is that what you do with this water is that you discharge it into sea. Well, and then it has to be, of course, completely clean.
Of course, yeah.
So that's what we do.
Yeah. So some of the drivers here, I'm going to guess regulatory, legislative drivers.
Regulation is, of course, it's relatively stringent. It has to be with 30 ppm on elephants. So, but yeah, if you have normal water, that's not really an issue.
Yeah.
So we can cope with that. But what you also do in the production is that you use quite some chemicals. And these chemicals form emulsions, and there starts the challenge.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, because then now you've got some constituents, some toxic chemicals that you need to take care of as well.
Yeah. And especially when you form the emulsion, you have to get that out somehow.
Right.
And what you normally do is only gravity separation, and that doesn't work anymore then.
Yeah, it doesn't work anymore. It used to work. It doesn't work anymore.
If you use chemicals, it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah. So what types of technologies are you looking at that maybe could solve that challenge?
Well, I'm giving a presentation later on this afternoon, and I will be talking about steam stripping, which is actually quite old technique, but not very much used nowadays. Membrane techniques are used, but also absorption by filters are very frequently used.
Really? Maybe let's talk about that a little bit. What do you mean by what type of absorption? Like, what are the rates we're talking about? Give me some specifics about how effective that type of technology is compared to some others.
Well, that depends very much on the type of water you are treating, of course. And like I said, it's an emulsion you form, and it depends on the type of chemicals and the type of process you have. So they are all different.
Wow.
And that makes it quite a challenge, of course. So it depends also on what type of filter you're using then. But you're looking at bentonites, activated carbon, the normal absorption stuff.
So are any one of these technologies more like less expensive, they're more affordable than other technologies, or are they all sort of comparable as far as how much they cost? You know,
well, as an industry, we would like not to use filters because you create a waste stream with it. However, it's quite difficult to predict when you get these water issues.
Right.
So frequently, you need a solution coming weeks, and then you don't want to install a big machine with a lot of connections to it, and then it's quite easy to install a filter.
Right.
So that's what happens frequently.
Right. So what do you think is going to be going forward? If you had a crystal ball, what do you think is going to emerge as the preferred technology for this type of treatment?
Well, the preferred technology starts with really good identifying your water issues, and that's quite a challenge. So that's the first thing to do. Really figure out what your water issues are,
right?
And then send the right technique. And there are a lot of techniques available on the market.
Okay.
So then we can choose.
All right. Well, Ronald, I really want to thank you for coming on and visiting with us today, and wish you all the best of luck going forward. And good luck with your presentation in the industrial user experience this afternoon. I'm sure our viewers will be tuning in to watch.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.